Netflix has reduced the bitrate for 4K video by half while maintaining the same quality. Netflix is now re-encoding all of its 4K, HDR, and HFR movies in its library. The firm promises to be able to provide 4K video of the same quality at half the bitrate of the competition. With a lower bitrate and more sophisticated prediction algorithms and optimizations, the same visual quality may be maintained while the file size is significantly reduced. Smart improvement would be to utilize PNG-like filters to anticipate the pixels in succession for the whole picture, assuming the image size remains constant. Panning information consumes kbs. The same exact lossless outcome may be obtained by using a different method for a quarter of the cost. Lossy optimization techniques are much more aggressive in their search for optimizations. Finding big areas of black or white and adjusting the block size to get the same effect at a lower bitrate are examples of such techniques. In contrast to a hazy sky, high-resolution regions need more attention, and the best algorithms will find out how to deal with these areas correctly. Scenes that are blurrier and darker in tone tend not to need as much dynamic range, so that they may be lowered more aggressively while retaining the same level of quality. Strong black and white and color noise is more difficult to anticipate, optimize, and compress than weaker black and white and color noise. If we want to provide 8K 60f HDR video to people's homes without difficulty, we can't expect everyone to have access to 24,000 megabits per second internet. We need to reduce the bandwidth of the compressed stream to no more than 40 megabits per second, which is 167% of the bitrate of an uncompressed stream. Tokyo Olympics can be streamed without interruption in the majority of households. It will be a success. While Apple TV Plus has established new benchmarks for video streaming quality, with 4K broadcasts surpassing 40 megabits per second bitrate at times, it has also raised the bar for other streaming services. Netflix, on the other hand, is going in the other way. With an emphasis on optimizing bandwidth, the business is presently redoing the encoding of its 4K collection. Netflix has been encrypting content on a per title or per shot basis for a number of years. This means that while encoding the information, it takes the kind of content or scenario into account. These concepts have only been applied to SD/HD resolution and 8-bit video, and not to higher resolutions. However, they are now being made available for 4K, HDR means high dynamic range, and HFR means high frame rate streaming as well. Netflix says that their new encoding method may reduce bitrates for 4K video by half without compromising image quality. Computing the Bjornagard delta, BD, rate yields on average a 50% improvement over the fixed bitrate ladder on average. This means that, on average, we need 50% less bitrate to attain the same quality as we would with a conventional ladder. In the case of members who have high bandwidth connections, we offer the same excellent quality at half the average bitrate. For users with limited bandwidth, we provide better quality at the same or even lower bitrate than they would otherwise get. Other benefits of the new method include better starting quality, fewer quality dips during streaming, and reduced rebuffering. Other advantages of the new approach include a decrease in initial play latency by about 10%, according to the firm. One extreme example is showing the new maximum bitrate to be 1.8 megabits per second, for a 4K animation title episode, which is the new highest bitrate to be 2 megabits per second, for a 4K animation title episode. Consider the following scenario: a rock event with rapidly shifting lighting effects and other elements, or a nature documentary with fast-paced action and/or difficult spatial details to navigate. There have been reports of decreased 4K quality. Not everyone is persuaded, though. There have been many complaints on forums from customers who have noticed a decrease in the quality of 4K streaming. As Netflix continues to issue additional 4K reencodes in the next weeks and months, it is possible that these concerns may become more prevalent. We have begun reencoding the 4K titles in our library in order to produce the optimal streams, and we anticipate to finish the process within a few months. Netflix said in late August 2020 that they were continuing to work on adding comparable improvements to our HDR broadcasts. As a reminder, the new efforts have nothing to do with Netflix's reduced streaming quality this year as a result of the coronavirus outbreak earlier in the year. Nonetheless, it is obvious that Netflix is primarily concerned with decreasing bandwidth use. Video codecs are becoming better and better all the time. H.264 is now a standard, since H.265 and VP9 have already replaced it, providing about 30% more efficiency in most cases. Even more recent codecs such as AV1 and H.266 promise to more than double the efficiency of existing codecs. If hardware acceleration continues to improve and support for the newest video standards becomes more widespread, it is possible to achieve higher frame rates. The size of video files will really continue to shrink, while the quality of video files will continue to improve. Because not every video needs the crazy detail of 8K throughout the whole frame, improving frame rate, resolution, and quality are important considerations. All subblocks have to be the same size in order for H.264 to work properly, which is why YouTube before to Google's purchase used to appear so terribly blocky. However, the latest generation of VP9 enables blocks to be resized. Cloudy sky are considerably simpler to compress than clear skies. As well as the fact that it's now much simpler to obtain greater detail where it's required, which is why YouTube no longer seems to be a terrible blocky mess. Video codecs will continue to improve in terms of both quality and efficiency in the future. The most serious issue is the recompression of older material. If Netflix does not have access to extremely high-quality source files, they will recompress the video using an outdated compression method, such as MPEG-2. This will really result in both worse video quality and a significant reduction in compression efficiency in the end. Despite the fact that sharp edges do not compress effectively, they are introduced throughout the compression process. However, for any new programs that adhere to the most recent industry standards, both the quality and the performance over the internet will increase significantly. The situation is particularly dire if Netflix gets high-quality source files. Despite this, there are many reasons for Google/YouTube and Netflix/streaming providers to continue to invest in more efficient codecs. The cost of maintaining the servers that store all of our data is becoming too costly. And the availability of internet bandwidth in rural areas continues to be a significant issue. Consequently, those businesses will work to improve standards, while companies such as Nvidia, AMD, and Intel will continue to offer improved hardware support. Hope you enjoyed the video. You guys can initiate a discussion in the comment box, if you have any different opinions about the contents in this video. Be the first to start the debate in the box below. Purchase links related to the products in this video are kept in description. We will be grateful if you could please make your next purchase from that link, as this will help us to grow our channel. Good morning, good evening and good night, whichever part of the world you are from. Don't forget to subscribe to stay connected. I will assure you to make quality and interesting videos in future. This is Jason Peter, signing off.